What's good, everybody? Laker Boy Ace here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the Lakers versus the Celtics and how they pulled out in a 108-107 win. However, the game was not that close. Actually, the Lakers could have won by a much bigger margin, and we'll break down exactly why they didn't win by that bigger margin. And on top of that, I'm going to be talking about my potential superstar that I see in this team and that I feel like a lot of us see. And on top of that, I'm going to be talking about Kuzma's play and Jordan Clarkson. And on top of that, we're going to be talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. So let's get into it. Alright, so for the 27th pick, Kuzma has performed and exceeded any expectations. If anything, nobody had expectations, and he shattered them. He went out there with complete confidence. He went toe-to-toe with one of the greatest scorers in the NBA today, Kyrie Irving, and Kuzma showed up. Kuzma had 28 points, 17 in the fourth quarter, just hitting 3 after 3 after 3. You know, just to put things into perspective, that fourth quarter was the highest scoring quarter by any Laker this season, right? And we've got guys like Clarkson, we've got guys like Ingram, and we've got guys like Julius Randle on the team who can score. So that's pretty remarkable, and it's definitely a great accomplishment by Kuzma, because this was not a scrub of a team. We're talking about the Boston Celtics, right? The #1 team in the East, who just so happened to be another young team, a great young team, a team that I do love to watch. It sounds weird to watch because I'm a Lakers fan, but I love watching the Celtics, mainly because of Kyrie. This guy can ball, and Kyrie balled last night. He did his best. So the margin of defeat, 1 point. You're probably thinking this game was close. It was a close game. But the Lakers were actually supposed to pull out of this game by, let's say, 7-8 points, right? 1 point is too close. And the reason it was so close is because none of these guys can make a free throw. Larry Nance missed some free throws. Josh Hart missed 2 vital, crucial, back-to-back free throws. And then you got Julius Randle missing free throws. The whole team could not perform. On top of that, it was so bad. The game was so close. It was the last, I believe, 30 seconds of the game. Luke Walton subbed in KCP to make the free throws because nobody in our lineup could make a free throw. He wanted KCP, who is our team's one of the best free throw shooters on our team, to make those free throws to close the game out, and KCP missed one of those 2 free throws. So it goes to show that our team needs to improve on that. We shoot 69% as a team. The Lakers shoot 69% as a team from the free throw line, which is the league's absolute worst. They need to improve that if they want to close out games, and I get it, it's a young team, but it's a matter of confidence, and I believe in time, hopefully they're going to get it, right? When you shoot 69% as a team, that's crazy. Regardless, that was the one reason the game was so close, and if it wasn't for Kuzma's stellar performance, we would be having a totally different discussion right now. Anyways, Kuzma, this guy is special. He's willing to pass. He's 6'9", small forward / power forward. He can score at any time, score at will, whether it's from mid-range, whether he's attacking the basket, whether it's from 3, whether it's on transition. This guy is a monster. And on top of that, he's got that dog mentality. If Kuzma wants to get buckets, he's gonna get buckets. Like, nothing's gonna stop him. I saw that last night. He got the ball. He was going like this every time. If you watch Kuzma play every game, right, whether it's the fourth quarter, it's the game's close, you see Kuzma, he's going like this to Clarkson or Alonzo. He's like, give me the ball. Like, you can look at him. If you actually, next time you watch a Laker game, I want you to look at Kuzma in those crucial moments. He's begging for the ball because in actuality, Luke Walton does not draw up plays for Kuzma. Kuzma gets these buckets based off his own game. He's creative with it. Kuzma does it at his own pace. Right, we've got Brandon Ingram who gets plays drawn for him. We've got Julius Randle who gets plays drawn for him. KCP gets plays drawn for him. And, you know, Kuzma does too, but not to that extent. So Kuzma's out there just playing ISO ball when he wants to, and he'll score. And that's the dog mentality. You know, LeBron has that. Kyrie has that. And the reason I bring up dog mentality is because prior to this Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers game, I was watching the Cleveland Cavaliers go up against the San Antonio Spurs, and LeBron was a dog. His team is complete garbage right now. They got Dan Gilbert trying to sell the team. They got team meetings where they're yelling at Kevin Love like he's the problem in the locker room. He's the reason for their failures. You got Isaiah Thomas coming in there thinking that he's been there for years, like he has seniority, like he can just say what he wants to say. And then you got LeBron out here congratulating himself on Instagram, basically putting stats over championships. Like that organization is a mess. But at the end of the day, You look at LeBron and he goes to the basket and he does his thing. He performs. And with that being said, you already know that team will be fine. You look at the Boston Celtics, LeBron's former teammate Kyrie Irving, right? When he's on the court, you're scared, right? Whether you're on his team or you're on the other team, you're scared because you have no idea what's going to come next. This guy will dance on you. He's a lethal machine. And in my opinion, I think he has the best hands in the league. Like, this guy can dribble the ball like none other. I believe he's better than AI. That's a topic for another video. But you look at the Lakers, and since we don't have that, you think, who has that? Who has the potential to grasp that type of throne, that type of dog mentality? And as of right now, man, I gotta give it to Kuzma. You know, he's a dog. He does not care. You know, he does not care about what people think. If they think the shot that he's about to make is ill-advised, he just wants to be that guy. He's the guy where it's like, I want to make the game winners. He's the guy where it's like, hey, give me the ball, I'm just going to bring it back. He's an elite scorer, at least potentially. And I know he's a rookie. I know I'm giving him a lot of credit, you know, but I see it. I think a guy like him is very talented. He is what we want Brandon Ingram to be in a year or two, but obviously at a better level. Ingram's wingspan and Ingram's defensive capabilities are, I feel, what separates him from Kuzma. As good as Kuzma is offensively, defensively, he is kind of he's not really there. He's not that great, while Ingram is an offensive threat and a defensive threat. So don't get me wrong, I do believe Ingram potentially can be the better player, but the dog, that mentality, I think that's Kuzma, man, and he likes it. When I was watching the game, I straight up saw Kuzma. He was smiling, having a good time. I saw Randall laughing. I saw Ingram just like laughing there. He was on the bench at the time. So everybody was just in the zone, and I think that comes from Kuzma's play. I think it's an exciting player that makes an exciting team. With that being said, we need Lonzo Ball back. We are winning. We're 7 of 3 in the last 10 games, and Lonzo's been out. However, we need him back because this guy can facilitate the ball. He gets everybody in the right spots, and you know, with this stretch of games that we've been on, I value Lonzo a lot more than I did before. I do think that this guy, he's very special. He's a type of player where even if he doesn't score 1 point in the game, he will affect the game, whether it's from rebounds to assists to getting teammates involved. He leads by example. He's one of those players, and we need him back ASAP if we want to make a stretch towards the end of the season. And the reason I say that is because we want to win these last couple of games to end the season, because we do have free agents that we want to appease to, such as Paul George or DeMarcus Cousins, who legit had like one of the greatest stat lines of all time. I mean, he put up over 50 points, I believe over 20 rebounds, like over 10 assists. He had a couple, like, he was a monster. But anyways, we're trying to get players like that, and for that we need a win, and we need to show that team chemistry. And I think with games like last night, it builds confidence to do so. So that's my take on the Celtics versus Lakers game. It lived up to the quote-unquote legendary rivalry. So one last thing to close this out. The Cavs got to get it together. Man, they were up against the C team of the Spurs. Not the B team, the C team. Rudy Gay was out, Kawhi Leonard was out, Pau Gasol was out, Ginobili was out. That's like all of their players, their best players. They were all out, and they lost. And they lost pretty bad. They couldn't keep up. They're an old team now. They're actually the oldest team in the league. Isaiah Thomas, he played like a kid out there, and I'm not even saying that because of his size, but the guy could not make a basket for his life. LeBron James is out there, breaking shots. They're not playing with chemistry. D Rose is similar to an Isaiah Thomas. In fact, D Rose came back and he's playing like D Rose of today, not of 2011. And the team is just not gelling. They need to make a trade ASAP. They need to do something in the front office to make a trade to give this team life again, because Kevin Love is disgruntled. I don't know if you guys saw the play, but Jay Crowder was right next to Kevin Love, but he literally stepped over Kevin Love, didn't even help him get up. And it just looks like everybody's out of sync. On top of that, the owner's trying to sell the team, according to reports. The Cavaliers are a mess, and this is a perfect time for Kyrie and the Celtics to take a hold of that, to capitalize in this moment. It's a perfect time for the Raptors to capitalize in this moment, and it's a perfect time for the Lakers to put a show on, to show that they're an appeasing market for players. Right, with the Cavs going down, hypothetically, I'm not saying LeBron's gonna come to LA, but with the Cavs going down, this brings more eyes to other teams. What other teams are on the market out there that can take the spot of the next team? What can be that next dominant team? And as young as we are, we're still the Lakers, right? People are gonna look at the Lakers. So my hope is that throughout the end of the season, Lonzo comes back and we keep gelling and we keep on winning games. Because if that happens, it's a wrap. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment down below if you have any video suggestions, if you agreed or disagree with what I said. And on top of that, please subscribe. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.